We live.
Howdy, howdy, everybody. Holy cow. It's been a long 2 weeks. But we are ready for another session of Call to the Netherdeep. We are joined here by a handful of our players. We are missing a couple. Mama T still unfortunately out for the foreseeable future, and Lost Nom hopefully will be joining us soon. My name is Tyrion. I am the DM for this campaign, and I'm an amateur gunpla builder, a professional dumbass here on Twitch, all other manner of things, play video games occasionally, and yeah, so we'll go ahead and go down the line, starting with Einar, and have everybody introduce themselves.
And I am currently working on. I forgot to update your camera. Yes, I'm Einar, the one that does the tech stuff because everybody else is lazy bastards, and I'm still using that excuse. I play.
I would.
I know. I don't care. We go through the actors list. I play Third Iron Cloak, Dwarven War Cleric of Morden. Yeah, Morden the Allhammer. Mind blank.
It's not just me with dial-up mode today.
No, it's not. No, it's not. But yeah, I play a little Dwarven War Cleric that likes to hit things really hard and sometimes cure other people. Sometimes. I mean, only when they need it, because his spell slots could be used for better things like Spiritual Tarkun.
Oh.
But yeah, that's pretty much. You find me mostly here. Sometimes I get to escape TTRPG jail and get to stream on my own channel. Sometimes, not often, but sometimes, where I build little plastic models. Or play Guild Wars 2. I mean, Guild Wars 1, not 2. But yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
We'll move on to Miss Aisha.
Hi, I'm Aisha. I am getting back into my little plastic models. Just finished one big project and started another little one. So soon I'll be back to streaming as I can. But you'll see me all about the chaos table in one form or another. Tonight I'm playing little Branakala, the little artificer that carries a big boomstick and runs around with a big puffers. And yeah, and
Move on
she
to
likes to cause trouble around the group as she can. For the ones who don't know her so well or don't like little dolls that run around by themselves.
a resident haunted China doll.
Yes.
We will move on down the line to Faija.
That would be me, wouldn't it?
It would be.
Hello, everybody. I am Pfizer or Frank, whatever you want to call me. Today I will be playing Theodore, or Ted, as he prefers to go by. Just a simple warlock with a dark past. Let's go figure. All warlocks have a dark past. And he is recently joined the group. Wasn't with them to begin with, and switched weapons to a glaive. Because he has plans. And, yeah.
Fair enough. Mr. Korg.
As we all know who I am, I'm Korg. I am playing Toshinori Yagi, a Dragonborn monk. I like to punch things and punch them until they can't be punched anymore. But on my normal times, you'll find me building model kits, painting kits, doing something along those lines. Working on all sorts of things and stuff, and just trying to be people. That's about all I've got for.
So, as the party left off last time, they were called into basically a large jeweled crater that we see them in now. And in there, they came across an altar during that. When they managed to touch it, they were given a vision of the same guy who had sent them a vision when they first touched the the jewel of three prayers. In that, he basically gave them a little bit more backstory. If the party would like me to go over it again, I'm willing to. But he basically told them that he needs to be saved, and they managed to get a little bit more information regarding something called the Crawling King, and they found out that he was underwater and being surrounded by something called ruidium. So, as they came out of that vision, Aloysia, who had hired them to bring her down here, basically, they found out that she was planning to kill him, and she had hired the rival party to do so. But what she didn't expect was that the rival party actually doesn't have any desire to kill them. So instead, they left her there to face them alone. And in her cowardice, she opened a portal, casted a spell of earthquake, causing the caverns to start falling in, stepped through her own portal, and closed it behind her. The exit way was cut off for our party, and with time running out, suddenly another portal opened up, and a gentleman named Prolix stepped through. And the party managed to get to him and his portal, but not without our resident monk stealing a very large crystal from the cavern. And
Is it really stealing? It was just laying there.
It was laying there, and I just proved that I am the strongest.
Yeah, it's only the size of a
And who
telephone
do you,
pole. I mean,
and above and
As-
beyond that, who do you steal it from?
But he managed
It's
to
gonna be my
grab a
new
hold
weapon.
of
Smash.
it's a blunt instrument that deals 10d6 damage but has quadruple disadvantage.
I mean, Brad was
So
picking
you're
up
saying
little
there's a
tiny
chance?
crystals.
There is a chance.
But my
But they
strength
managed
stat should be
to
high enough to wield it.
Yeah, but it's just too big.
That sounds like a
I'm gonna
challenge.
throw it. It's a throwing weapon.
Oh fuck. Still double disadvantage, but it'll deal 5d6 damage when thrown, as it shatters upon impact.
Hey,
No, but
you're your own catapult.
the party managed to grab a hold of one of these large crystals and bring it with them, as well as finding two teleportation tablets that Aloysia had managed to drop accidentally upon her exit of the cavern.
She fumbled the ball.
That she did. So we are now back in Kazakhstan as the players fall through and tumble through the portal. They find themselves on the ground with Prolix rapidly trying to close the portal behind him so that way none of the debris and shrapnel from the collapsing Betrayer's Rise follows him. And as the players look to the north towards Betrayer's Rise, they realize that it is indeed completely falling apart. It seems as if Aloysia's earthquake spell has managed to bring down the entire thing. Towers falling, walls and archways just crumbling to dust.
Oh, I hope the guards out the front were okay.
Yeah, hopefully they kind of got the fuck
Starting
out
to
of
get
there.
away.
I mean, they were on the outside, so they had a better chance of, GTFOing.
Yeah. Okay, so we are back.
They ran back to warn the village.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
the guards that were posted outside are indeed safe.
Yeah. Okay, we're back here. We're with Prolix at the moment, I'm assuming.
Yes.
I know the one thing I wanted to do is go talk to that little Dragon Ball friend of
Question?
ours. Yeah, that's them. Thank you. Couldn't remember their name. I'm sitting here going, what was their fucking name?
You had
I want to
a
talk.
question, and I gave you an answer.
Yeah, thank you. I want to talk to them because they were friendly and what was it? Who were they part of again?
They question belonged to a group of people called the Cobalt Soul
That's
back
it.
in a city
And
called Ankarel.
wasn't there something else they asked us to do for them?
Look,
They had simply asked you to bring back any information about what you found in Betrayer's Rise.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I want to go back to. I'm assuming they're still at the inn. I want to go back to talk to the inn.
yeah,
And of course, we still want to talk to Prolox. So I'll say, why don't we head back to the inn?
sounds like a good idea.
And then we can catch up with Prolox as well. I'm assuming he's coming with us.
That
And
would
get
make sense.
some question and answers sorted. Especially because if questions there, they'll want to know about that. Sound good to you guys? Because this is just me going off what we did last time and trying to remember. It's been a bit. I've had a fairly busy last week.
Yep, sounds
Sounds
like a
good.
good
Yeah.
idea. And if we run
Cool.
across our friends, we definitely owe them a thank you and a beer.
See. Yes, definitely. So yeah, I guess we'll head to the inn with Prolix and see if we can find a question.
Enough. So, as you guys decide to make this short trek back over to the inn, Prolix nods his head and is just like, that actually is a good idea. I believe, let me double check. I need to look at something. Yes. He says that he also has things that he would like to tell Question and says that actually his his what do they call it? His faction, which is the allegiance of damn it, the allegiance of Allsight, is actually allies with the
Oh,
Cobalt Soul. So
cool.
they work hand in hand for the most part, just on their own treks and adventures. So
That's
you
useful
guys
then.
make your way back over to the inn where you spot pretty close to the door that there is Question sitting at one of the tables who is rapidly tapping her leg and looks very nervous. Seems like maybe all of the shaking and the earthquake may have unsettled her a little bit.
I'm gonna come up behind them and saying, "Were you worried about us?"
And as you do, Question just about jumps out of her fucking skin. And proceeds
Sorry,
to
little
start
one.
playfully hitting you.
I'm surprised they couldn't hear me walking. How big I am, and I'm still. I think I'm still carrying the crystal. Or is that,
She
did I
was-
leave it outside?
you
Kind of.
are, but she was very deep in thought. So she invites you guys to sit down and asks you kind of what happened, and if you happen to find anything out more about the Jewel of Three Prayers and or more about the Betrayer's Rise.
I definitely want. I know talking about the necklace is good.
Betrayer's Rise
Prolix
definitely lives up
seems.
to its name.
Yeah. Prolix is friendly. We never showed him the gem originally. Did we? No, we didn't. But he seems to be trustworthy considering that he saved our asses. So I would definitely be telling. At least I'm cool for telling Question about what happened with the stone and what happened in Betrayer's Rise
Mm-hmm.
with the necklace. Sorry, the jewel, whatever. I can't. It's around his neck. It's a necklace. I'm gonna call it the necklace.
Yeah.
You also have to remember that Prolix is the one that requested that you stop Alosia and whatever it was that she was planning.
Yes, that's right. Sorry, I couldn't remember. I didn't remember that. Yeah, we'll retell or we'll regale them in everything that happened within there, including the confrontation with the rival party and how they tried to screw us over. I'm assuming we may want to tell them about what we saw throughout the in the vision, because it'd probably be smart if.
So keep in mind that the rival party didn't actually betray you.
Yeah, it looked like they were. Yeah, no, I know that they didn't betray us, but it wasn't. Sorry, I didn't mean the regaling of how they showed up and helped us.
Okay.
That's what I mean. I mean they're friendly to us. They're not. I was never saying that they were enemies. They actually showed up and just pretty much told her to go fuck herself. This is at least this is my thinking. I don't know. What do you guys? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, after the little clarification of wording there, yeah, pretty much spot on.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
That was pretty much the telling of it all.
They showed up, but they looked at us and went, "Why would we betray our friends? They've helped us and we've helped them." That's sorry. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
So yeah. But regale all the information that happened, and I just confirming you guys want to reveal what we saw in the vision to Question as well, which I'm assuming may help Prolix help us as well, because he may know something about this.
Yeah.
Because what was it? It was underwater ruins to. It was the underwater ruins to somewhere. Where was it? Did we actually find? I can't remember if we found out where it was or not. I can't remember.
I think we have some ideas, but no solid. Nope.
Did we have
My
a
notes.
name
I
for it,
didn't.
or
I stopped writing stuff down. Last thing, so I don't know.
So it doesn't look like you guys managed to figure out where he might be.
Cool.
You just happen to have a bit of a better
rough
idea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just from the clues, we have a rough idea.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You know he is underwater somewhere, pleading for his life, and is starting to be surrounded by ruidium.
That is being mined pretty much.
Yeah. Sweet. So then did we get who the dude's name was? The figure that we saw? I don't actually remember if we found out his name. I just remember seeing him.
The names were said, yeah.
He called himself.
Yes.
What did I do? I didn't write down a lot of things. I mean,
Yes. You did find out his name because he did tell you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sweet. So then, we'll tell them everything about it. I'm assuming, yeah.
So as Prolix and Questions sit here and listen very intently to your story, Question obviously taking down notes and scribbling what she thinks it might have looked like.
At least someone's writing stuff down.
They both kind of sit back after you're done, and they're kind of just trying to wrap their head around everything that you've told them. Question, obviously, very happy to hear of all the new information that you brought her, but she does tell you that she is sad that you didn't manage to find any of her Cobalt Soul associates, and with Betrayer's Rise collapsing and turning to basically dust, she believes that they are now dead. She makes it known that she is determined to ensure that her colleagues' deaths are not in vain, and that um, she tells you that the Library of the Cobalt Soul could use associates like you back in Ankarel. Me and Prolix both have plans to go to Ankarel here within the next day. So if you would like to join us, then we could probably help you figure out more about what you need to know about your visions and the Jewel of Three Prayers.
Sounds good to me. Uncle Earl sounds like the way to go, and we need to know more about this information. What do you guys think?
Prolix also raises a hand and kind of in objection to question suggesting that you guys join the Library Soul, and says that his group, which is the Allegiance of All Sight, needs people who are not afraid to venture into the unknown to find the information that they desire, and that he believes that the Allegiance could help you better than the Library of Cobalt Soul could, even though they work together.
Can't we get information from both of them and
Yeah.
use it to help both factions if they're allied?
I don't.
A collaboration would be smarter, at least at least that's what I'm thinking. Is that possible? Or is that a curveball for you?
I'm not saying you can't, but I'm not going to say you can either.
I suggest we just go to Uncorel and hear both factions out then and see what can help us the most, because we do need to find where we need to figure out where old bitch has disappeared to, so we can get paid, 2, beat the fuck out of her, and then 3, get paid for beating the fuck out of her. That'd be nice. And we need to figure out what happened to our rivals as well, because we have no idea where they disappeared to. They're not. I'm assuming they're not here with us. I'm not sure. What do you guys think?
Yeah, because not wanting to completely side with one particular faction just yet. If we can collaborate, that would be better. I mean, if we're all going to the same spot right now, then that kind of works out.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah,
concerned about.
especially knowing
Nice
more
more.
about them.
Well, so I feel like we're going to be forced to pick one or the other.
Yeah, and if that's the case, it's better to know more about each one of them.
Yeah. Because Aloysia or whatever her name was with another faction, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, the Consortium
Yeah.
of the Vermilion Dream.
And I don't want nothing to do with those pricks. I'd rather those are the ones I'm going to go start punching. And yeah, so if I don't know. I'm not sure. I know we need to go there, but I don't know. Something tells me we should probably go with Prolix.
They're both going there together.
Yeah, sorry, I meant go with him to meet with the Allegiance, because he's against them, and he doesn't seem to be that bad of a person. A bit sneaky, but not that bad of a person. I don't know. I'm not sure.
For now, We have a spot that we're going to anyways, so we might as well head that
Yeah,
way.
I say we'll head for Uncorral, then we'll go with them to Uncorral.
So
Sounds
everybody
good.
is in
Best to go
agreement to
there
head
and
that way.
yeah, just head that way for now.
And,
Alrighty.
We'll figure things out once we get there.
I mean,
We're gonna go with Prolix and Question to Uncorral no matter what.
yeah.
So they both stand up, and Prolix rubs his hands and says, "Well, how soon would you like to leave?"
Kind of need to find out a little bit about our friends to make sure that they got out of the temple first.
Oh,
Because-
we could ask Question if they saw the rival party. If they made it, if Question saw them come back to town or come to the inn. Because Question might know, because Question's been here the whole time.
So, question kind of, do you mean, can't
Yeah.
remember their names. Blue lady, really tall lady, kind of short lady, one weird, creepy looking guy, and then, I can't even remember the last one. Oh, well. And she opens her book to a
short guy.
sketchbook. She opens her sketchbook to a drawing that she made very hastily of all 5 of them, and it is indeed the rival party, although her drawing is a little off.
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah.
She says, I think, yes, as a matter of fact, they did. They came back. Where did they go? I'm dumb. I apologize. I gave them a stone tablet of teleport. No. Did I? What happened? No. They had one. Where did they get one? Anyway, they opened a portal and stepped through it. I'm hoping they're okay.
They made it out.
They left
That's-
about
means
30 minutes ago.
Which means we may run into them again. They're friends, which is fine. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll head to Uncorral then.
So they both start to walk out and kind of, come, follow us. We don't want to open a portal in the middle of the inn and someone accidentally step through.
Or something that
And-
sucks in. Yeah, pretty much.
As you guys step out and into the open, they find kind of a more open area with, just to avoid any accidental mishaps, of course. And Prolix takes a stone tablet and reads off of it, and as he does, it kind of disintegrates in his hands, and a large portal, big enough for all of you to walk through pretty easily, opens up. And as you turn to step through, you find yourself. Let me make sure I can put
In
you
the
guys
void.
here. Where I wish there was a way I could just grab all of you and. Okay, let me make sure I have you guys in the right spot. Make sure I'm in the. This is really bad. Let's. Here. We'll here. Put here. Here. And here. And here. Ta-da! God damn it! Why is everything dark? How do I fix? this isn't something that
Everything's dark.
should. Yeah, you guys shouldn't really be concerned with door lighting. How do I configure lighting? That save? Did that work?
No.
I can see black and white.
Oh, yeah. There's
We should be outside in the sun. We shouldn't have door lighting at the moment. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So basically, what ends up happening is you guys are in the wrong spot.
hey, you don't want to put us there.
I know. Go for a walk. Wait, what the hell?
You gotta.
We're in a room.
Yeah, the token controls the ghost icon. You gotta. So over here, the left hand side token controls. There is one that it lets you turn off. There you go.
Whee! Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys unstack yourselves because I don't fucking know how to do that.
I don't know where Lost Nom's gone, but yeah.
He's under somebody.
around. I think he's under Ree now. The doggo.
Probably.
There you go. Okay, so you guys step through the portal, and as you do, trying to make sure I explain this correctly.
That's a lot of portals.
That was just one big one.
This looks like there's a lot of them around on the map.
Oh no, those are roofs.
Ah,
Yeah, those are roofs of.
Then-
Give me
I
just a
get
second.
what
My
you're
fiance
saying,
is
but
calling me.
yeah. Okay. Don't worry. I first looked at it and went, "Are those portals or are they roofs?" And then I saw the other buildings. I think they're roofs. I was just sitting here reading about a nub grinder that can be you can turn the nubs into filament for 3D printers.
Oh yeah. I remember seeing something about that.
Yeah, but it recommends to only use ABS, which is a problem because I then have to try and sort my nubs.
Yeah. I ain't gonna try to do that now. I mean, going
Sorry about
forward.
that. I'm back.
You're a good buddy?
Yeah, everything's good. She didn't realize that D&D had already started and was wanting to rant and rave to me about some personal things.
Honey, I love you, but I'm a bit busy.
Basically, she gets off in an hour and a half, which is about 2 hours, which is when we're ending. So I told her we can just chit chat then.
Mm-hmm.
So as you step through the portal, you notice a few things. The chilly air and gloomy clouds of Kazakhstan are immediately replaced by very dry heat and a brilliant blue sky visible through the arched window of the magnificent building with walls of white that you have found yourself in. Beneath your feet is a teleportation circle from which the glow of magic is slowly subsiding now that you have stepped through.
Hmm.
Both Prolix and Question kind of take a deep breath of air in and let it out as they smile. Both of them obviously relieved to be back where they would call home. Less or far and away from what they would call dirty air that was Kazakhstan.
Oh.
Prolix and after they kind of shake the travel teleportation webs off, Question looks at Prolix and thanks him for allowing her to travel with him back to Ankarel instead of having to use her own teleportation tablet, and says that she will get him a replacement soon. She says that unfortunately I do have to leave now. I have to go tell my superiors at the Library of the Cobalt Soul everything that I've learned so far, and as well as Aloysia's betrayal of you and what she was trying to get from you. So I will be taking my leave now. But my superiors will probably call upon you in the next few days. And she holds out a hand, and in that you can see a tiny, like, it's a stone that fits within the palm of your hand. It's not very big. She explains that this is a sending stone, and that you can use that when the time comes that you are called upon. It is probably going to be my superior, Iwo Zalair, that calls upon you, just as a heads up. And oh, by the way, she reaches into her bag and pulls out a rolled up scroll and hands it to you. This is a map of Ankarel. You can keep it. I have probably too many. And yeah, so I'm going to go. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And, well, if you ever find yourself in the area, make sure to visit us at the library. We would be loved to have you there. And she
Thank you.
scurries away with her tiny little legs. Prolix, on the other hand, says, "Whew, okay. Now that we are back where I belong, we feel like you might have some questions. Since Question herself neglected to give you any kind of real answer as to where you might be. You are no longer in Wildemount. We are on a entirely different continent, actually. We are in the city of Ankarel, as you have gathered, but more specifically, we are in the streets of the Sigil District. We are in the Sigil District specifically, and here, the wonderful place that you have found yourself is, in fact, where the Allegiance of Allsight calls home. I would love it greatly if you would be willing to meet with one of my guild masters. Very, very nice man. Promise you, he will have more answers about what you might be looking for than I do.
Sounds good to me. Information is key at the moment, and we need to learn. So I'd say we should go with them and talk because, yeah.
Yeah, I concur.
Same.
Sweet.
Because as much as
So
I'd like to
he-
just run in and just bash heads in with a truck goon here, it's nice to know how to bash effectively.
I'm wondering if they're going to have information on where I can find Aloysia, beat the fuck out of her, and get my money.
So Prolix hands and says, "Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Alacritos will be very pleased to meet you. Come, come, follow me." And as the little tiefling, who is, you can tell he's an older man, shuffles his way across the streets of Ankarel, he points at various shops and things like that that are within the school's
You're going to
campus.
have to let us out of this thing.
We're
Nope,
stuck in
why?
this fucking room.
Why?
Because the way the doors are set up, we can't. I tried even with the whole shift and trying to line up that way outside the grid.
I don't
and
even see doors.
I
What the fuck?
Does it have I mean, it has to have
No?
something, but yeah. Either way,
Yeah,
we
something's
couldn't
causing the
fit through.
blocking.
Yeah, we couldn't fit through there.
Weird.
My
because
I'm too
I
I'm
see
too
nothing.
bulky. My shoulders are just too big.
Prolix leads you to the structure of the size of a small house. The bottom half is the same brick that you see many of the older buildings made of, basically. But halfway up on the outside, the walls turn to a delicate stonework, as if someone had built a new floor on top of an old foundation. Glittering spires of iron and crystal adorn its sloping roofs, and silver lettering across the door reads Headmaster Alacrito. As you are ushered inside, you hear Prolix call out to Headmaster Alacritos, and you hear what sounds to be. It sounds like someone falling, hitting the floor, and then several books falling on top of them.
That sounded like it hurt.
Mhm.
As you round one of the corners in the room and look in through the doorway, you see what appears to be a room that is just lined wall to wall with books. Losnam! Welcome on in. Join us!
Oh,
Ah, fair enough. That's all right. We're going to be going for about another couple hours, so just whenever you can. But as you look into this room, you see it like the walls don't exist in this room. It is just bookshelves, as if basically every wall in the room had been replaced with them, lined with books. But you do see one of them is missing several, because they are on the floor in a heap. And you see a tiny hand sticking out of it.
Grab the whole
Yeah,
of
I'm
the
gonna
hand
go
and pull them
help.
out of the books.
yeah.
As you clear away the books and help this person stand up, you notice that he is a fairly small but elderly red goblin, which is weird because usually goblins aren't of that color. But I digress. He stands up, bows. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for helping me. You guys startled me, and when that happened, I fell off my ladder, and I was holding several books. As I fell, I tried to grab the bookshelf, and in turn, missed and grabbed more books, which did not stop me.
You should be
Anyway.
more careful
Mhm.
and not startle so easily.
Well, when you are as deep into your research as I am, it's kind of hard not to be completely enthralled in what you're doing. Anyway,
That's fair.
how can I help? And then he immediately stops and looks and goes, oh, Rolex! Welcome back, my friend. What do you want? Rolex just kind of is like,
Getting some whiplash here.
of course. Rolex asks all of you to basically sit down at a table, of which, Alacritos obliges, and immediately remembers, yes, you went to Betrayer's Rise. I still don't know why. What did you find? I'm assuming that's why you're here.
Prayer's Rise
otherwise-
doesn't exist anymore.
He just says, because otherwise you have interrupted me for no good reason. So please tell me you have a reason. And Prolix basically tells him, well, actually, these adventurers have something that I think might interest you, and you might know more about than I do. They're not giving it to you or the Allegiance of All Sight. It is theirs to keep, but they are searching for information. And I was hoping that they could recount to you what happened to them at Betrayer's Rise, along with that dreadful Aloysia, and hopefully you could give them some insight. And as he mentions Aloysia, Alacritos just kind of is just like, ugh, that bitch.
I agree
Anyway.
with you.
I was waiting for that.
She owes us money.
She owes everybody money. She tells everybody she's going to pay them, and then she leaves before she does, including myself. Bitch.
How much does she owe you? So we can add it to the tab.
Well, for being honest, she owes me enough money to where I would be able to buy a house. So,
I mean, yeah, cool. I plan on when I find her, I'm gonna beat out our money, and then I'll beat out your money.
Alacritos just kind of claps and kind of kicks his feet as you realize that he is sitting on a stool that is far too tall for him.
Huh, just like the
He-
doll.
He pushes up his glasses and says, "Anyway, enough about the lady that owes me money. He says you have something. Something I may know something about. I would need to see it, or you could tell me
Journal?
about it before I
Yeah.
can help you."
Well, I will show when you apologize to our buddy here for being so dang rude. Well, what do you want?
Rude?
You want
He's
me?
it's a goblin. They're not rude. They're just impatient people. He's not being rude.
You want me to apologize to him?
Yes.
Has he told you what he did? You haven't told them, have you? And you look over, and Prolix just has this look on his face, just going, "Please, please no. Please no."
That part doesn't matter. The only part that matters is what
Alacritos.
I've actually witnessed.
Bree's just kind of like a tennis match, looking back and forth and back and forth.
Alacritos,
I'm gonna
This-
flick through it all with my tail and just tell him to hurry up.
Alacritos looks at you guys and just, Prolix, who is my apprentice, specifically my apprentice, burned half of my library down. Sir? So no, I will not be apologizing to him until he pays me back for all of the books. Anyway, how can I help you?
Well, if what we got to show you surprises you, then you apologize to him.
Fine, fine. If you've managed to find something and show it to me that is of substantial intellectual value, I will apologize to poor Prolix, even though he doesn't deserve it.
Okay, I show him the jewel of uh, 3 prayers.
As soon as you do, he turns from looking at Prolix and like looks so hard in the direction of the amulet that it looks like his neck could have snapped. And just immediately, what the fuck? Where did you get this? Prolix, I'm sorry. Where did you get this?
We originally found it in the Emerald Grove during a competition, and then while we were in Betrayer's Rise, it turned into that.
Ah. Betrayer's Rise did have something of intellectual value. You were right again,
And in
Mr.
about 5
Prolix.
minutes.
Well, I mean, it didn't have anything of intellectual value, but it transformed and awakened whatever this.
No, you don't understand. I had written off Betrayer's Rise as simply a place where idiots would summon demons because they thought it might be fun. Obviously, I
Oh.
was wrong.
No, it definitely is a place of that. It's full of curses and horrible things, and somehow we got through it like it was a walk in the park. But hey,
You're both right.
You give yourself too much credit. A child could have gotten through there.
But
And
yeah.
he leans in and reaches out a hand to just hold the amulet, just kind of like underneath it, not trying, like very clearly not trying to like take it from you or
Yeah.
like yank it away from you. And just kind of, well, I never thought I'd actually see one. what you have here is a vestige.
Mm-hmm.
This. Sorry, I need to find exactly what they call it. This is what a lot of people would call a vestige of divergence. It's in kind of rough shape, but it definitely bears the hallmarks of divine creation, although not to any one specifically. Interesting. Well, as far as what I know about it, I would have to find some of my books. It's been a long time since I've looked into any of the vestiges. Most of them were thought to have been lost to time or a myth entirely. I will have Prolix here gather my books for me, and I will reach back out to you as soon as I can. I have to ask, though, did anything else happen when you've touched this at any point, or in Betrayer's rise of some kind?
When the amulet pulled us towards the main prayer site or the giant crystal prayer site in Betrayer's rise, and we did have a vision, and we saw a man in a watery place. I can't remember exactly everything from that. I didn't write it all down. We tell them about the vision. I'll go with that. Those words. That seems.
Yeah, both visions from both the Emerald Grotto or Grotto Grove, whichever it was.
Grotto, and then in Betrayer's Rise.
Yeah.
He's going to sit back as far as he can and almost falls over because he sits back too far in the stool. And vision. An interesting vision that I know nothing about. Sorry, don't know what to tell you. Have fun. I will call you in a few days. Bye. Get out.
Guy's an idiot.
He
All
just
right, then.
kind
So
of begins trying to almost too urgently shoo you out of his place.
This is why my kind don't like his kind.
why do I feel like he knows something and he's hiding from us?
You are more than welcome to try.
Yeah, I was about to do an inside check.
Out. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a smart move.
19.
He knows something.
19 on him. You
And adds in a minute and a half.
All right, thank you.
I am not the
So-
insightful one.
Thurdil notices pretty much immediately when he says he knows nothing about it that he is very clearly lying to you.
Cyril?
He's full of it.
As you kind of call him on his bluff, he stops and is just like, "How dare you call me a liar?" Okay, fine. I was lying.
If the
How
shoe
dare you
if the
lie
shoe
to us?
fits.
He immediately is just, okay, fine. I was lying. I know of something that might be tied to the underwater area that you might have seen.
Speak.
Below Ankarel's oasis, there is sunken ruins. I don't know if it is the same area that you saw in your vision, as I have not seen your vision myself, but it's possible. Unfortunately, the access ways down to those sunken ruins are controlled by the Allegiance of All Sight, and I cannot simply let someone who is not part of the Allegiance of All Sight in. And even if I wanted to, it would take me and the other headmaster agreeing to let you in.
What if we were to join the Allegiance of All Sight to potentially be able to access this area?
And
What would that require?
we got BRB.
Okay.
So we shall pick this up here in a moment.
I so shortly before the breaks, Thurdil called out Alacritos on his very clear lie. And Alacritos had mentioned that the only way known to get down to where the sunken ruins are is controlled by the allegiance of all.
That's
I
cool.
believe it was Borg who had asked the question of what happened, what would it, or what if
What would it
the
take to
party
join
had,
the allegiance
there it is,
so that we could potentially gain access to this area? If it's got something to do with the jewel, then we want to learn it.
Mm-hmm.
Unkrell or Alacritos. Well, I don't think that would be a problem necessarily, but usually all of our new recruits have to undergo certain tasks that are given to them in order to join. I will.
If we've got to complete tasks, then we can complete tasks.
Well, I will have to confer with our other headmaster before I agree to anything.
We
it is
don't
a
need-
process trying to get both of us to agree on anything.
Yeah.
So
We don't
should
need.
it
That's
happen?
fair.
Yeah, we don't need full access to everything. We just need access to what pertains to our little quest here, given from the gods, to save something, a little bit bigger than us.
He gives a good chuckle and says, "Right, and I fully understand that. Problem is, James Cryon, who is our other headmaster, is kind of what's the nicest way I can say this? An asshole. So yeah, I will have Prolix reach out to you if me and him can manage to come to an agreement and allow you to take on these tasks to join the Allegiance. Until then, unfortunately, I have a lot of research to do on your amulet, and goodbye. Go away now.
Just kind of huffs and starts walking out.
Impatient frickin' goblin.
So as you exit, Prolix does give the headmaster a deep bow before following you out. And I'm sorry about Headmaster Alacritus. He's a very nice man, albeit a very blunt man. He
Blunt like Thuridle's hammer.
That ain't blunt, but I guess.
Well,
One side, it's a ham. One side of it does blunt force damage.
he probably knows, but most of the Allegiance calls him Hammerhead because of that. He is as blunt as a hammer, and as smart as he is, sometimes socially he is very stupid. But
He's got low EQ.
we don't tell him that, of course.
You should have told me that.
Anyway, if you guys would like to, because I know you are new to the city, you guys are more than welcome to stay at my place. There will be a lot of tight squeezing to fit all of you in there. Or I can point you in the direction of an inn. Although the inn that is here is not exactly good. But it does have warm beds.
Not good in what way?
Pretty sure the last time I was in there, I saw a man peeing in the corner.
Hmm.
Oh.
Oh, one of those kinds of places.
But again, it does have warm beds, and you wouldn't have to squeeze onto my floor.
As long as the
So-
warm bed is dry.
Yeah, as long as the warm bed is dry, I'm cool with that. And plus, an inn is a good place for us to gather more information
Yeah.
and figure things out. So it's not a stupid move.
Yeah.
Prolix nods his head, and I can promise the beds will be warm. As far as dry, I make no promises. Sorry?
Yeah. I mean,
That's fucking gross.
Sorry? I don't run the inn. I can't tell you if they're gonna be dry or not.
well,
Anyway,
yeah, because we don't want to, impose on you or anything like that nature. So we'll try the end first. If the beds are warm because they're not dry, we might come back.
We might come back.
Because
so he
a floor is
he
better than
nods.
a wet, warm bed.
A wet warm bed of mysterious liquids that are
Yes.
oddly yellow.
Of questionable fluids.
And smell.
So he nods his head and says, "Okay, well, follow me, and I'll show you around a little bit more of the Sigil district before I have to return to Master Alacritos. He gets very cranky when I forget his porridge on time."
Yeah, because you can actually
Anyway.
understand a quest that's large, that's bigger than you. That's more than just trying to get the cookies off the damn jar, off the shelf.
Prolix does laugh. He says, "Yes, I do, and I wish Master Alacritos understood it as well, but he is very self-absorbed when it comes to his studies. He believes that understanding everything and operate is the key to saving it. But he doesn't know what it needs to be saved from.
Surprised to see a
Mostly,
goblin
I
that
just
smart.
think he's crazy. But, well, some of his crazy ravings have merit to them, as you guys have shown me today. So he starts leading you down the streets of the Sigil district, and you guys end up seeing a couple of different places and things. He shows out to you some librams and one building that has just scrolls upon scrolls and a lot of professors roaming about. There is a very large tree that is there nearby that is known as the Wild Mother. A lot of students you can see studying underneath it, and he explains to you that the Sigil district is home. Ooh, let me get back to it. He does explain to you that. Let me get there. It is home to the Crystal Chateau, which is actually a university. Come to learn, but only members of the Allegiance of Allsight are to join the university in order to protect their interests, of course. It is led by two headmasters, one of which you have met as Grizz Alacritos, who is kindly but blunt, and the Alacritos claimed asshole is James Cryon, who is the head of the Crystal Chateau's program for the arcane art. It is generally agreed upon more popular pair, but both of them have their downsides. The Allegiance of Allsight is an academic collective known across Marquette, which is the continent that you are on. Original members of it came to Ank'Harel from across several continents to rebuild the robust academic tradition that had defined itself. It is embodied in two of Ank'Harel's academic institutions, The Terra's Schoolhouse, which is the city's largest center of general education, and the Crystal Chateau, which is an elite school of arcane principles and the center of the Allegiance's operations. Students from anywhere in Ank'Harel are welcome at Terra's Schoolhouse, but the Crystal Chateau's programs are extremely competitive and very difficult to get into, hence the reason why they are required to join the Allegiance of Allsight. He does tell you that in recent years, the faction's leadership has been focused on uncovering the secrets of Kael Morrow, which he tells you is the sunken ruins that are beneath the city. For decades previously, the headmasters of the Allegiance petitioned the leader of Ank'Harel, Jaman Sa Ord, for permission to unseal the long-lost ruins, and finally the city's mysterious leader relented and agreed. The opening of an entrance to the ruins infuriated some people in the city, who then became a minor faction, who have now come to be known as the Sentinels of Memory. You probably had best avoid them. Minor faction whose members fanatically believe that the sunken city is best left forgotten, as they think it's some sort of prison instead of a wealth of knowledge like, most normal people would see it. They're afraid that some unknown horror will be released, as it may have been left over from the calamity. What they base this knowledge off of, no one knows. But they think it. As he ends up escorting you through the rest of the Sigil District, you come across a inn called the Frog and Kebab. He makes note that frogs on kebabs, frogs in general, and kebabs of any kind are not actually served here.
That's misleading.
It
Very.
is.
Very.
But this place is very popular with students, as it serves alcohol and does not require any sort of age verification. Very annoying when you have one of your younger students show up to arcane class and blow up a room because they're drunk.
It just adds to the excitement.
Yes, I suppose it does. So he shows you to this place and bows his head once more and says, I must be getting back to Master Alacritos. If he decides to send me to you, I should try to find you here, I assume.
And
Y'all
if,
have a...
and if this place is not up to par, where could we find you at?
He pulls out a sending stone and hands one of the two to you. Says, just send me a heads up and I will come find you. So as you walk into the Frog and Kebab, it is actually very quiet. It has just tables of students studying. There does not seem to be any actual drinking happening at all. And it smells surprisingly very clean. You see one of the people working at the quote-unquote bar who is actually just serving up fruit, drinks, and water to all of the students.
Maybe it
Seems
came
to
in
be a
early,
little misleading.
or maybe it just happens at night.
Maybe.
We'll find out sooner or later.
The bartender happens to look up at you and very friendly waves you over. Welcome, friends. How can I help you?
We are... Shit, my blank. Looking for a place to stay.
we're looking for a place to stay. We need some food, some drink, and something somewhere warm to sleep. If they'd be okay, we're visitors of the Allegiance at the moment, and we're just waiting to speak with and gain more information.
Well, you do notice that this person is a rather buff elf. Like, they're almost on the level of an orc level buff, but they seem to carry themselves very well. It says a room. How many? Well, actually, there's 5 of you. 4 of you? 4, 5. Man, there's a lot
5.
of you. So you want one
Nice. I
room?
count as a half.
Depends on how many beds is in one room.
The bartender looks over as he hears Brenna talk and is just looking at her. You're creepy.
We
I have
all
a
say that.
shoebox I have a shoebox the little doll can fit in.
I just
I'll
have been
give her a
address
bed
you
anyway.
for.
I'll give you a bed anyway. So for the most part, I have one room that contains 5 beds, but that one is 2 gold per night. If you would rather have some of our less expensive options, we do have one. Let me think. No. No, they did check out this morning. Okay, we have 3 rooms available. Without the luxury suite of the 5 beds, of course. 2 with 2 beds and 1 with 1. Actually, as for food, he kind of clicks his finger and like snaps his finger, and in each of your hands, a menu just kind of like into your hands.
Apprecate, or appear, another word for appearing in our hands. Whatever it is, I can't remember the name of the word. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
As for the
5.
rooms,
Operates.
one
I think
bed.
it's what he's looking for.
He says the 1 bedroom is, I believe, 1 silver a night. The 2 bedroom, the 2. Trying to think. Why can't I remember? The 2 bedrooms that are open and available are 2 silver per night. They do not have bathrooms. There is a community bathroom downstairs, unless you take the luxury suite. That one has its own bathroom, which is why it's so expensive.
I mean, we've got plenty of gold, so I'd say
Yeah.
take the comfy room.
Yes.
Sounds good.
He claps his hands and says, "Very, very well. I greatly appreciate your patronage. Now, if you would like to have a seat, I will serve you in any way that you wish as far as food and drink is concerned. Note that we do not have any alcohol at this tavern, as most of the people here are students. If anyone has told you otherwise, it's probably Prolix, and he's being an ass."
Yes, and possibly, and all I'm really wondering, is there actually frogs on kebabs?
Yes, actually, we serve frogs on kebabs. We serve frogs not on kebabs. We also serve kebabs without frogs. If he told you otherwise, he's lying. His uncle owns another tavern on the other side of town, and he hates us for it. He brings people here anyway because it's closer to his home.
Brenna chuckles.
That's... I'll take 3 frog kebabs, roasted, seasoned nicely, please.
He snaps his finger, and a plate appears in your hand with 3 frog kebabs.
Ha ha!
That's
I'm dragon. I eat meat.
And for the rest of you,
I'll have what he's having.
same thing. He just snaps his finger, and it shows up in your hand. They're very, very, like, they're steaming hot, as if they were just made.
Delicious.
It's kind of hard to beat that kind of service.
I try. As a matter of fact, I used to be one of the professors here in the arcane program until I got into an argument with Master James and I was kicked out. So, as a symbol of rebellion, I bought this tavern, and now I help all of his students learn his courses, even though he hates me for it.
Ah.
He believes that his courses need to be hard and difficult and make most of his students cry. I, on the other hand, simply believe that if a student wishes to learn, they should do it without problem.
That's fair.
Makes sense. That's nice.
Also, if Prolix told you that someone was peeing in the corner, that was him. Anyway, y'all have a
He
nice
did say
day.
that.
He did he?
Yes,
Going
he
to have
did.
to make sure to turn him into a frog later. Anyway, y'all have a nice stay.
Oh, that I'd like to see.
You guys can kind of tell just by like the ease at which he controls his magic. He is a very, very powerful like wizard.
Sounds good. I'm just
So-
happy that I now have frog kebabs. I was getting
So
hungry.
as you guys settle down and eat and just kind of get ready for your first day in Ank'Varel, it does end up getting late. So there's not much to do. As most of the students in the tavern have filed out and gone to their respective homes, some of them going upstairs to some of their own rooms that they rent here, and some of them just leaving it right. It is fairly late in the day.
All right. Eat and then sleep.
Yeah, I can't really
So,
think of
you
much.
guys much else to do.
Right.
So, when you guys awake in the morning, you are woken up drastically by a rapid knock at your door.
I'm
Huh?
coming.
What? Who was that?
Ah,
And Brenna scurries to the door, opens the door.
As Brenna opens the door, she sees a very familiar face in the form of a smaller sized dragonborn named Question.
Oh, hello, question.
Question sees all of you kind of laying in bed in separate beds, barely waking up, and she laughs. Figured you guys would be up a little earlier than that. Anyway, my superior that I had mentioned the other day told me to come find you rather than use the sending stone. He would like to speak with you now, if you would.
Okay, I'm up.
is he a goblin?
Goblin? Why would he be a goblin?
I'm just making sure.
Goblin these nuts. Ha!
Question looks at Toshinori.
That's what the other girl's going to have all these other goblins. Fuckers. Anyways, yeah, be there soon.
But no, he Question bows her head again and says that she will wait for you downstairs.
We follow along.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, we'll go with question. Last night I'm still asleep, so I'm just gonna pick him up with my tail and drag him along. Oh no, we'll leave him here. He can.
Keep hitting random things. And not doing that. I keep trying to look at things that we have.
Yeah. Sweet. We will head down. Tell the innkeeper that we will be returning later on, and we'll keep the room for now. The little guy's still asleep.
You're keeping the room. Plan on being there again tonight?
That's the plan.
Yes.
Oh, we don't know, but the little guy's still asleep, so we're gonna leave him here.
Fair enough. Kind of clicks his finger, and you can tell something happened.
rest of the beds probably got made.
No,
And we'll
all
call
of
a
them
question.
did. All of them got made. The little man just happened to be in the bed when it was made.
That is a horrifying feeling.
It's kind of funny.
Well, if he didn't want to be made with when the bed was made, should have gotten up.
They shouldn't have
He's
been
there.
there.
asleep. All right,
He's
let's
asleep,
go.
and that's not my problem.
Let's go with question.
I am trying to trying to make sure I find the correct place.
Down on party funds. There we go.
So, by the way, I don't. So as you meet Question downstairs, she begins to take you guys. I'm going to actually let me get you to this one. I don't know if you guys can see anything.
No,
You
we can't.
cannot.
Nope.
I'm just dropping you guys off.
Oh, I can see a little round area.
Here, this one, configure, lighting. Nope. Bam.
I see a dragon.
Work. Nope.
Whoa.
There it is. So you guys can zoom out pretty
Yeah.
So
Pretty well.
We're currently over
Wow,
here.
yeah.
So yeah, where you guys are is currently in the Sigil District, which is here.
Mhm.
Hopefully you guys can move there. I didn't put a grid on this one, obviously.
I just yeah.
Yeah.
Really, very happy about that.
Just
You
trying
actually
to
zoom
in
in,
and
Cord.
see where the inn is. I might be standing right on top of it. I'm not sure. No, it's there.
One of us
Yeah,
landed on it.
I'm on it.
So as you guys start making your way down, she escorts you kind of following the same roads and standard ways. You kind of have to go up this way, down here, and into the guided district. The guided district contains several houses of worship, with each of the prime deities being represented. The district's architecture is more ornamental than in the city, many temples being adorned with intricate mosaics and crowned by minarets with gilded spires. Very few vagabonds tend to frequent Ank'Harel, but a lot of them seem to be found here, where many of the temples send representatives to feed and clothe most of the downtrodden populace. She tells you that the Hands of Ord also maintain a notable presence here because of the poor, which hates and wishes that they didn't. She explains that the Hands of Ord are the peacekeepers of Ank'Harel. They are the guards, the police, basically. She ends up leading you to one of the temples, and she basically tells you that this is the Temple of the Mentor. Ceramic mosaic of 3 open eyes, framed in cobalt blue crowns, and crowns the entrance to the Temple of the Mentor. Dedicated to Ione, goddess of intellectual knowledge, the temple is more of a library, and it doubles as the base of operations for the Marquesium branch of the Library of the Cobalt Soul. You see shelves lining the walls top to bottom, in the temple sanctuary, all filled near to capacity with meticulously cataloged tomes, scrolls, and periodicals that are available for public inspection for anyone who decides they want to read. Staircases lead up from the sanctuary to the residence apartments and the scriptorium, and up even further is the quarters of the Cobalt Soul's higher-ranking members. Stairs lead down from the sanctuary to a door with a key held only by select individuals, and the Cobalt Soul's High Curator. Behind this door, well, it's not supposed to say, but technically it is our vast subterranean archive, things that we deem worthy of preservation. Contains many a thing. The High Curator of the Cobalt Soul he named my superior, Iwo Zalair, as its keeper. He oversees all visitors to the public archives and registers all requests for access to the private archive. So that way he knows who may be in there, and in case something goes missing, he knows who to contact. And trust me, if something goes missing, he will know. That was a dark day in my life.
What'd you take? You can tell us.
No, I cannot, actually. Because I have forgotten what I took.
Was it
And I
your
don't
choice to
think it
forget
was-
or his?
I don't think it was me that chose to forget.
What did
All right, you take stuff seriously.
This temple is still dedicated to Aeon service and is a place of worship, but most people choose to worship by learning. If you follow me upstairs, that is where my superior Iwo is, and he, as I said, would very much like to meet you.
only thing? Guess that's where we're going.
So as you follow Question upstairs, she guides you to a separate room, and as you enter the room, you see a half-orc standing in monastic clothing, and he stands at the edge of a balcony, down to a pale wizard wearing academic robes. The wizard, who has numerous body piercings, seems to be minding his own business while reading a book. Next to him leans a staff topped with a carving of a snake's head. Iwo whispers, "Our investigators report that this man is likely a cultist of Zahir, the Cloaked Serpent, one of the betrayer gods. That is something I will have to deal with later. Unfortunate." He turns around and... "Greetings, friends. I assume you are the group of people that Question here encountered in Bazaksan?"
Yes.
That's us.
Brandon kind of peers around somebody and just leaves.
Why is there a creepy doll waving at me?
That creepy doll was very good with cannons, so I wouldn't be mean.
She's a good shot.
Interesting. I feel like you would explode whenever you pulled the trigger.
That's what the dog's there to help with, to stop exploding.
Interesting. Anyway, Question has surmised me of what you have told her when you were in Bazaksan. I believe that we should be able to come to a mutually beneficial agreement. If you would like to join the Cobalt Soul,
At the moment, we need access to the excavation site, which is currently locked off to members of the Allegiance. So we're unless you have some sort of way of getting us in there.
I don't have a way in, as I'm sure Prolix probably told you, because he likes to run his mouth. The Allegiance of All
Hmm.
Sight controls the entrance into Kael Morrow, and they do not let anyone in aside from the people who have joined them. But, on the bright side, the Cobalt Soul and the Allegiance of All Sight are allies. And should you join me, I would be able to put in a good word for them to be able to open it for you.
Yeah, we need to talk to them. We're still trying to make decisions.
Yeah. What else do you guys get into? You know,
Well,
that way we're informed.
well, the thing about it is, the Allegiance of All Sight cares more about the arcane in the world, as well as varying other general subjects, which, albeit is good and very useful, we focus more on the divine, the teachings of all of the deities, except for the Betrayer God. We know what they did. We know that the world is in chaos because of them, and therefore we have rejected them in their entirety. So, should you have any questions about them and some of their more in-depth teachings, I would be able to show you if you were willing to join the course. I do have certain tasks that need tending to before I allow you to join, just to make sure that you are not just run-of-the-mill people who are trying to steal books from me, as someone
I don't
behind
want
you
books.
did.
What she did.
We're currently
Well,
looking. We're joining you isn't a bad thing in our book, but at least from my standing, we have things to seek out and information to gain. At the moment, the assist us. I know you. When we were speaking with Question and with Prolix earlier, they mentioned you guys are considerable allies and both opposing the faction that Alyssa is part of. I can't remember what was it? Vermilion Dream or something?
The Consortium of the Vermilion Dream.
Yeah, those idiots. We're against at this stage. I'm against them. I don't want like the Alicia owes me money, so if it's something to assist with against them, then I'm with you.
Why is it that every time I hear that dreadful woman's name, it is about owing someone money? You would think by now
She's
she would
a
have
bit of
learned. She's rich.
well,
She has the money. Don't know why
That's
she
how she
owes
stays rich.
so
She
many
doesn't
people.
actually pay anyone.
oh, she paid us half. She paid us each half of our still owes 50 gold.
My heavy recommendation is to avoid the consortium.
That's fair.
They are also chasers of knowledge. That I will not neglect them in. But the lengths that they are willing to go for that knowledge is abhorrent in its entirety.
I think we, as a group, need to decide on which group we want to go with at the moment. Is the Allegiance seems like a more of a logical choice because it will lead us to the Kael Morrow ship where we can find the underwater stuff and all that. Yes, we're going to have to complete some sort of jobs for them to become a member, just as we would if we did Cobalt Soul, I'm assuming. But logic to
Well,
me says them. I don't know. That's all I'm asking you guys.
Also, very suddenly, there is a gnome that poofs into the room. I lost Nom.
Oh,
Huh.
I guess
He woke up.
I would too if the bed I was
You were
sleeping in
made
got
with a
made.
bed.
Yes,
He was made into the bed.
without a happy ending.
well, hey, get me out of here.
Basically, the innkeeper of the inn that you guys stayed at last night was told that you were still in the room when they decided to make the beds with magic. You were woken up drastically.
Great. And now I'm here. Most
So
boring
you will.
place, the library.
No, you're in a church.
Oh, church, even more boring.
Yeah. Yeah, the only
Ewo's
thing that comes
lair
to
as you
go ahead.
the half orc that the rest of the party is talking to just kind of pinches the bridge of his nose. It's just like that dastardly innkeeper. Why do they keep doing this?
Oh, this isn't the first time.
No, it is not.
Most likely won't be the last time either.
Question here with you. Has a very bad habit of oversleeping at that inn because of her friendship with Prolix.
Hmm.
And sequentially ends up poofing into my study regularly because she overstays her welcome.
See.
Anyway, I understand the need for trying to join the Allegiance of Allsight, but just know that if Question has told me true, and I believe she has, then I could probably be of more help understanding the divinity of the amulet you hold and the vision having. So just keep it in mind.
Thank you. We'll keep that in mind.
and you were talking about making a choice. We're looking for information, essentially, correct?
Yes.
Well, there's more than one person here. We don't all have to join to get information.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this is kind of metagaming a little bit. The tasks that you would have to take on are best done as a group
Yeah, I was
rather than
assuming that.
individually.
I was under the assumption that if we'd have to do it as a party.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
That's what I was guessing.
Cobalt Soul sounds good. My brain says as much as it comes down to it, the Allegiance seems to be the smarter option for us. Only because they have the access to the underwater ship, which is where we want to go to because of the vision. Following the vision seems to be what we need to do. So,
But
I'm saying Allegiance as my vote for who we join
yeah,
or
well,
request to join.
yeah. Turtle's leaning towards the cobalt. The cobalt. Yeah.
Cobalt Soul.
Yeah, Cobalt Soul. They just because the whole religious factor, I had to double check his actual things, but yeah, they're more up his alley, and plus the fact that if they're allies with the other group and able to get them into the place and anyways, then that's just as good. And plus, it's not a goblin.
Which one was the religious faction again?
The religious
Sorry?
One more time.
Which one was the church?
Cobalt.
The church is the Cobalt Soul.
Hmm. With his past, Ted doesn't really like the divine very much. Damn Raven Queen.
Yeah.
So basically, what's happening, Lost Nom, is you guys have been teleported to a city that you are currently seeing on screen called the Jewel of Ankarel, or the Jewel of Hope. And
Isn't that what Ankaral translates to?
Yes, the Ankarel directly translates to the Jewel of Hope, but a lot of
Yeah.
people tend to call this place the Jewel of Ankarel.
Okay.
And here you guys were initially introduced to one of many factions here. One of them being the Allegiance of Allsight, which, if you remember who Prolix is, he's the guy that saved you from the earthquake spell that Aloysia had causing Betrayer's Rise to collapse in
Oh.
on itself.
Yeah.
And Question, the Dragonborn that was at the inn, who excited to learn everything you guys had to know, is part of and has led you to where you are now, part of a group called the Cobalt Soul. Both of them are academic factions. The Allegiance of Allsight tends to lean more towards the arcane and earthly knowledge, whereas the Cobalt Soul tends to lean more towards religious and divine.
And
Cobalt
everyone's in
Souls.
agreement to do.
Right.
No, we're talking about which one to join.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Third is
at
kind
the
of leaning
moment,
toward. Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah. Sorry, at the moment, I'm leaning towards the Allegiance, though the Cobalt Soul. It sounds good as well. I'm actually a little bit more on the fence than I thought I was. Thirtle's leaning towards the Library of the Cobalt Soul. That's what they're called, yeah? The
Yes.
Library of the Cobalt Soul? Yeah, sweet. Just making sure I didn't get the names mixed up because there's so many fucking
Yeah, I know.
things to think about.
The Cobalt
'Cause-
Soul. There we go.
Yeah, Cobalts.
The Kobolds.
Yeah. So we're just trying to decide which one to join. I know they both oppose who Aloysia is part of, which is cool. There's a high chance I get to beat her up anyway, so I'm cool with either. I'm kind of cool with either.
Ted is sort of anti-religious.
Yeah. They're trying to root out evil in the city or whatever it was. They don't like the consortium of the Vermilion Dream, as from at least my understanding. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. I'm more to both
cut
are
out.
logical to join. I'm not sure which one to join. I'm kind of to.
You cut out again.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Did he? I mean, it seemed.
Yeah, on my end he did.
Yeah, he cut out a little bit.
Welcome back.
That's because Discord might be screwing up.
This
I'm
will screw up.
I'm on the fence on which one to join. I'm not 100% sure anymore. I was more towards the Allegiance, but at the same time, the Cobalt Soul's kind of useful to us. So I don't know. I want to see what you guys think first.
Yeah. Well,
You can't trust the gods. They all have their own plans.
Yeah.
the Thirtle's reasoning, other than not goblin, but actual having reasoning behind it, is we are dealing with the divine. 'Cause that's what this necklace is all about. So
Yep.
people that actually specialize in the divine, to him, seem more useful. I mean,
That is very valid.
pushing aside the fact that he's a cleric, there is that aspect that is kind of making him a little bit biased towards it.
Yeah.
But the actual rational part of it is the fact that we are dealing with some divine things
divine.
going on. So a faction that actually specializes in the divine might be a
Yeah.
little bit more useful in his mind.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, well, okay. I can get behind that. Yeah. Cobalt solving? I don't know. What do you guys what do the others think?
Yeah.
Frank?
But
Aisha?
y'all's
I don't think you can trust the gods.
The divine.
But if that's what the group goes with, I won't be against it.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, all that yeah.
I'll just see if I can avoid actually joining and just go along with you guys to help out.
I think we have to all join is what what Tyrion was saying before, so if we've all got to join no matter what.
We don't have
What
to
do you
stay.
think?
We can just join for a little bit.
No, yeah, it's one of the factions within the city, but yeah. What do you think, Aisha?
I'm all for joining this group. It seems to be um, more forefront with everything than the other group seemed to be. But that's just
These guys are slightly more open and honest as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay. I'd say Cobalt solving. All in
So
agreement?
you guys,
seems to be the majority, at least.
okay. So Iwo kind of listens to your conversation and in conclusion to join the Cobalt Soul, and he gives a slight smile and a head nod and says, "Come here, I have to show you something. Over here on the balcony." And as you
Mhm.
approach, he points back down at the gentleman that he was pointing at. Oh,
We got a minute.
are we in? Okay.
Yeah. So
He points a very long, kind of bony finger, to be honest, at the gentleman he was talking about earlier, and you actually get a good look at him now. He appears to be a pale wizard wearing academic, who has numerous body piercings. Seems to be minding his own business while reading a book. Next to him leans a staff that you can see is carved uh, with a snake's head at the top. Our investigators report that this man is likely a cultist of Zahir the Cloaked Serpent, one of the betrayer gods. Your orders, as your first task, are to follow him back to his home and, without causing a scene, find out why he's here. If it's to cause trouble, apprehend him, turn him over to the hands of all, and then report back to me when you are done.
now would be our
As you
Interesting.
wish.
Has just agreed to join the Cobalt Soul, and they are already being tasked with their first mission. So their goal is to follow a man that the Cobalt Soul suspects of being a cultist of Zahir the Cloaked Serpent, who is a betrayer god. Their mission is to follow him back to his home without causing a scene, find out why he's here in Ank'Harel. If it is to cause trouble, they are to apprehend him and turn him to the hands of Ord, who are the guards of the city. Iwo Zalair turns around and faces you once again and says, "Well, you have your mission. On your way now before he gets away.
As you wish.
Right, right.
I guess.
All right.
Sure.
Well, I guess we'll go down and keep an eye on him.
Yeah, I mean, a group of us following him is not going to be.
Right. It might be a little suspicious.
Yeah, but if we have Corn and Talem, and we just kind of follow Corn and, further back, maybe. Or, um,
Oh, leave it to me. I guess I start tailing him.
As you exit the church and you happen to notice him, you see basically part of him as you see him as he is entering the carriage, and the carriage begin to take off.
We jump in
Okay,
our
wait.
own character, and I've always wanted to say this. Follow that carriage.
You guys manage to wave down a carriage, climb on in, and off you go. You begin following him.
This isn't really stealthy, but I mean,
As you guys end up tailing him, you guys end up going back into the Sigil District. Into basically, he ends up pulling up to a tavern there called the the Scrolls Alcove, which is, or not a tavern, but it is a very nicely kept apartment.
okay.
Also, with 5 of you going, the carriage to ride with does ask for 10 silver.
I
That's
give,
fair.
2 silver per rider.
it's not bad. Thank you very much.
I get paid.
We pay
I
him, and
can't be
then I'm
passed
assuming
off
we're
as
going to
somebody's
follow.
doll.
Get your
As
dog.
he gets out of, as the guy that you are following gets out of the carriage, he does enter into the apartment, and kind of leaves your line of sight as you guys are still outside.
And as I posted in Discord, I'm gonna have to bail, guys. I'm about to pass out.
Okay, Frank, go get some rest, friend.
Okay.
I try to tail him as quickly as I get out.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Stealth.
Damn.
That's a stealth check.
Don't worry, guys. I got him. Up here. Smoke bomb.
That's indeed a stealth check. You manage to follow behind him pretty easily. He ends up entering one of the apartments using a key that he has, and as he enters and closes the door behind him, you hear it click. You hear the lock click back over.
I'm going to point at Lost Nom and say, "Can you pick the lock?"
Oh, let me see. Guess that's thieves' tools, right?
Because otherwise, I can kick the door in.
I don't think that would be necessary. Thieves' tools.
Oh, that's a good check.
Yep, you managed to unlock that pretty easily.
All right, let's go in and ask him what this bitch is up to. I want to bully. I want to bully him intimidation.
So,
let's see, intimidation check.
quick question:
Yeah.
how are you guys entering the room?
We unlock the door.
Right, but how are you entering the room?
Like, are you asking who goes first, or?
Not necessarily. So when you go
Intruded.
to enter the room, are you throwing the door open and announcing yourself? Are
Oh
you
no, sneaking in, sneak in.
okay?
I'm
Uh,
gonna sneak there and take a peek.
So your plan is to open the door slightly and see if you can see him.
Yeah. At least I am. And I
What
look at the
about
anxious dragonborn and kind of just wave him to just calm down.
Yeah,
As-
cool
turtles.
your jets for a second?
Yeah, turtles is
I
kind of.
want a punch.
Turtles is kind of hanging back, keeping watch.
Cure him.
So you open up the door and you notice that the house seems to be pretty normal. There's not really any like culty-ish things from what you can see where you're at. You do see him. He is basically sitting down at a table and seems to be eating just bread.
It's secret bread. It's secret bread. He's sending a message. Get him.
His back is facing you though.
Okay. I'm gonna check for traps, like to see if there's like a wire. I mean, I kind of
Okay.
doubt it, but you never
So
know.
what, investigation?
Or
No.
investigation.
No, that perception is probably the right one. I don't know.
Yeah, perception will work. You do notice that as you have the door cracked, there is a wire at the bottom of it, and it is very tight right now because of how much you have the door open.
Oh, how do you open this? Now, how do I disarm traps?
You disable device. You have the right skill, anyways.
Wasn't that beyond a sleight of hand? No.
Is there disabled? No, that's the wrong. Oh, yeah, sleight of hand. Disable
Yeah,
device.
sleight of
No.
hand.
Yeah, disable device.
Isn't
is a
sleight
different
of
system.
hand? Oh, is it?
Yeah, sleight of hand, I guess, because I don't
Oh,
think
I
there's a
will.
disabled device here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so either. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
just-
sleight of hands.
Yeah, I just pulled up the skill list.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ!
So you manage to kind of reach into the door just ever so slightly, and you as you like touch the wire, you realize it is very tight. As like if you open the door anymore, it's whatever it is gonna go off, and you manage to unhook it and very slowly get it to set aside, and whatever it is doesn't seem to go off.
I think we're in the clear. As I slowly open the door more and more.
As you open the door more and more, nothing really seems to be standing out. Nothing else happens.
And I don't notice anyone. It was just him, right, in the room.
Yeah.
As far as you can see, it's just him in this apartment. You don't
Well,
you don't hear anyone. You don't hear any footsteps walking around. No voices coming from inside or anything.
Anyone here?
we need to
I
find
mean,
out what
he
he
hasn't
wants.
noticed you yet.
He hasn't noticed us.
Yeah.
Do we walk
Yeah.
up and grab him, or does Lost Nom walk up and put a knife to his back and say, "If you move, if you scream, you're gonna get this in your gut"?
I mean, I could try. I'm not very intimidating. I'm a halfling.
Yes, but I'm gonna sneak in behind you, and you're a halfling with a knife at his gut, and I'm a dragonborn that's got double his size most likely, and will punch his head through his skull out his ass if he tries something.
That's fair.
You're
Okay.
a fair bit bigger than him. He's a
He's a what?
half elf.
Mm,
You're
Yeah,
a
but
good
he's
size.
much broader.
scales, claws.
I mean, a lot more intimidating than the
horns.
doll.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna send Brenner in to hop up on the table, and go hi, and watch him go "Ah!" and fall out of his chair.
You do notice that the one thing you do notice that might raise concern is that his staff is within arm's reach.
Hmm.
Which means we need to probably get that out of his, because that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I have an idea, sorta. I go up to him and take the staff, and you intimidate him.
That's not a bad idea, because you have sleight of hand. You could steal the staff.
Mhm.
And we're not in public, we're in his apartment, which means they're not gonna, there's no chance of us getting someone coming to help him. And I'm gonna put him, that'll work. So yeah, see if you can steal the staff.
So I'm gonna not waltz in, stealth in more
Huh?
to his apartment.
Roll me another stealth check.
Normal.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't notice you in the fucking slightest.
Well, he's also light-footed too, because he's a halfling.
Right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Doing what he's
Pink
supposed to be
Panther
doing.
theme. And then
And
I'll sleight of hand.
Korg, are you following him in? Or
I'm waiting for him to try and steal the staff first before I come in, because I'm
just
big and
as a heads
clumsy.
up, it is in arm's reach, but he can see the staff.
Okay, then I will follow him in, I guess.
I mean, what's the distance between the door and
Yes, but the thing is if he's doing sleight of hand, the staff's going to move away. He's not going to be able to reach for it, and that's when I'm going to rush in.
Fair enough.
I mean, I'll definitely follow him in because little old me ain't going to be noticed that well.
Yeah.
And you can just plop down like a doll. Just
Yeah, no, the doll's just going to walk in holding a gun and say, "You move, motherfucker, you die."
Brenna walks in and somebody's coming.
Yeah.
one
yeah.
gun.
So
I guess
from where you
I'm
guys are
gonna-
sitting, he's about 20 feet away.
Okay, no, I'm going to follow in Corn, then what do I need to try and roll a stealth check, don't I?
Yes,
boy.
you do.
Oh,
Nat
damn!
20. This guy has to be blind and deaf at this point.
nice?
mean-
Because the giant dragonborn is doing the what is it? The bloody Pink Panther walk. Ding, 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 ding.
He does not notice you.
You're walking on your claws, essentially.
Yeah,
On your
friggin'
feet. Just,
Hiroshi really wants to intimidate
Tiptoeing
somebody bad.
yeah.
He's got to be tiptoeing in.
All right.
Tiptoe through the window.
Then I count down with my fingers for when to grab him, I guess.
Yep.
So 3, 2, 1.
So
Grab
I'll
him.
need a grappling check from Korg and a sleight of
that?
hand from Cornin.
What would that be
Grappling,
under that?
I believe.
Athletics?
I think it's just a strength check, right? I can't remember.
Yeah, it would either be I think it would be athletics potentially, or no, it just might be strength.
So
Requires one free hand check. Your strength, athletics versus targets athletics or acrobatics. Okay. So yeah, Cord, you can use
so,
athletics. It looks like.
Yep, athletics or dexterity. So athletics or acrobatics.
Oh. Well.
Okay.
Sleight of hand. Oh, I rolled terrible on sleight of hand.
So, unfortunately,
Just
here
knock
is
them-
what happens. Cornin, as you reach to go grab for the staff, Korg kind of jumped the gun by about half a second. And
Oh, poo.
grabbed him and is now holding him. But at the same time, the staff has now fallen over and rolled a good bit away. But
Oh,
you are
okay.
now holding. You are now indeed holding our guy that you're looking for.
Oh,
And
let me grab that.
struggle as and struggle as he might, Dragonborn is a fair bit stronger than he is.
I'd certainly hope so.
So what do you do?
Intimidation. I want information, don't I?
Basically, you're just gonna like hold him by the neck, and you're just asking him like, "What are you doing? Who
Yep.
are you?"
Why are you in the city, and what are you doing here?
Batman him.
Who are you? Why are you here? So yes,
fair
do
questions.
I'm assuming I need
you
to do.
Intimidation for me, please.
That does not feel good. That does not feel good. 15
So-
doesn't feel good.
As you're holding him and you start asking him these questions, he furiously starts like kicking and screaming at you that he's not telling you a damn thing. I need you to roll me another grappling check.
Another strength. Another. What is it? Athletics.
Athletics.
Yeah.
He is
That's a
very
funky-
firmly.
Going.
Yeah, he is very firmly in your grasp and is not getting out anytime soon.
That was a
He
natural
is-
20.
Yeah, he is insistent that he is not telling you anything.
Okay, so
Can I try for another intimidation check? Because I'm going to say, I'm holding onto you tightly enough. Don't make me break something.
Yep, you are more than welcome to.
it doesn't do anything.
Oh, for
Yeah.
fuck's sake. Why is my strength is rolling well, my charisma sucks.
So he, as you tell him this, he kind of like chuckles at you, and it's just like, try it. The
No,
guards find a
Brenna.
dead body here. Everybody in town will be looking.
I never said you were going to be dead. I was just saying you were going to have something broken. You don't need your fingers. You don't need your toes. We'll start with those.
So,
Brenna,
But Brenna's just done an intimidation check.
yeah,
She's
during all
walked
that,
up and
Brenda just kind of
20 dead.
makes her way onto the kitchen table.
She just
Brenna nat
climbs
20
up.
her intimidation check.
Yeah, she just climbs up onto the kitchen table and just sits herself down and starts kind of wobbling back and forth and starts giggling at the wizard.
That would do it for anybody.
Dolls.
As Brenna climbs up and starts doing that, the dude's eyes get very wide, and he is like, "What is that thing? Get it away from me! What the fuck is that?" And proceeds to piss himself, and tells you that anything he'll tell you anything you ask him, just get it the fuck away from him.
Wow.
Good. Oh, so you're not you're afraid of the little doll. Even better. Brenna, you may be small and creepy, but you come in hand.
So he basically tells you that his name is Lauren Ophitis. He was a member of a group called the Cerberus Assembly, which is an organization of spellcasters in the Dwendalian Empire back in Wildemount. He fled there after he had stole the staff that is now laying on the floor, and he is convinced that the Assembly's assassins are after him, and he is trying to locate others cultists in the city who may protect him. Though so far he has not had it.
So he's a part of the cult.
And he swears that that is all he is doing here.
Well, that's what we needed. Did we get a sending stone to report back, or do we have to go back to old mate?
You have to go back to him.
Yeah.
Bugger.
He did say that if he was Ewo's did tell you that if he was here to cause problems, which you can probably assume since he is looking for other members of the cult, he is, that you are more than welcome to turn him over to the hands of the board.
So logic says we should take him to the Hand of Ord and tell him that he stole this from
Any guard will
Cerberus
do.
Yeah, the Hand of Ord. They're the guards that run the entire city, aren't they?
Yeah, they are the police of
Yeah.
the city.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll go find. I don't know,
Yeah.
Turtle or
I'll go find one.
go
Bring him
get
up.
to. Yeah. We might get in trouble for breaking into this guy's house, but hey, and we'll tell them exactly
Mhm.
why we've done what we've done.
No, we'll see how that goes. So, Thurdo comes back a few minutes later with a guard, and the guard is very confused because, from what he can tell, there is a dwarf wearing heavy armor, a dragonborn holding a man who has pissed himself by the neck, a halfling who is holding a staff that is much too big for him, and a very creepy doll.
And the
In
giant mechanical dog.
someone's and the giant mechanical dog in someone's apartment. What's going on?
We'll tell him that we were sent by the Cobalt Soul, as this man was suspected of being a member of the cult of fucking what was that? I wrote this
Zahir.
down a second ago. Zahir, thank you. I might have spelled that wrong because I can't read my own writing. And we were asked to investigate. We followed him here and picked the lock. Since I'm going to be honest, honesty is the best policy, I believe. Since I'm actually I have to because I'm a hero. Shit, this is going to probably bite us in the ass. And got the information out of him that he stole the staff here from the Cerberus Assembly in Wildermount, and is currently trying to find more Zahir cultists, though he's not having much luck at the moment, but he may have ill intentions towards the city.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, fuck. This is going to be... Oh!
No, no.
The guard kind of furrows his brow and looks around. So, I'm going to be honest. From what it looks like, because I have no reason to trust any of you, you have broken into this man's house to do something and have scared him half to death on the assumption that you were sent here by the Cobalt Soul, of which you have no proof, as far as I can see,
Wait,
and are claiming that he is part of a cult, of which I see no evidence.
I mean,
He just told us all of this. And why would we have come and got you if we didn't
Yeah.
have these facts?
That'd be
mean,
really strange.
I mean,
That is
we wouldn't
fair.
have. I wouldn't have came and got you if we weren't trying to do something good for the city.
And we were
You're-
told by what was his name? I wrote it down.
Ewo Zalair.
Yeah, we were told by Ewo that if he was up for something nefarious, we were told to speak to one of the guards for the hand. Because this guy could be up to something nefarious. We wouldn't have come and got you if we were the bad guys. We're literally adventurers and we're trying to do good.
Now, I admit our methods
This
could have been a
doesn't
lot better.
Look right, but yeah.
Right. Do you have a way to contact Mr. Zalair? So
We
he
still
can-
have the
We don't have
we
a
still
sending
have the
stone.
sending. Yeah, no, we do have a sending stone because we got one from Question gave us one. We do have a sending stone that connects to him. So
I need to speak with him. So
use the sending stone to contact Zalair.
So you guys basically send him a message saying, "Hey, like, bit of a situation. Guard doesn't believe us.
Guy doesn't believe us, but we found out that this guy is part of the cult and is trying to locate cult members.
Fairly shortly thereafter, you get a message back saying, "This is Zolaire. These people are working for the Cobalt Soul, and I asked them to do this and hand over a cult member of Zahir to you." And the guard is, "Okay, I believe you, sir. You are coming with me." And takes the gentleman, arrests him, and escorts him out of the building. Shortly thereafter,
do you want the staff, or are we keeping the staff?
the guard looks back, and it's just like, "Why would I want to stick?"
Because
Well,
it's,
that's
stolen,
interesting.
it's a stolen magical item. Okay.
You have to remember, there's a lot of guards that are just kind of ordered. So detect magic is not something that is inherent to a lot.
True.
I guess we can always just take that back to the Cobalt Soul then.
Yep,
Or we can
sounds
just
good.
keep it or sell it.
No, we'll take it to the Cobalt Soul because we want to join these people.
Fair enough.
Free gold.
So you guys, yay, you completed it. Make your way back to Iwo, who, listens to your report, telling him, he was in fact of the cult, and that you guys handed him over. And when you go to hand him the staff, he takes it and looks at it, and then hands it back and says, "This is your payment for completing the job. Thank you for making
Okay.
our streets just a little safer. I greatly appreciate it. Getting rid of cultists is always a dangerous job, and you guys handled that flawlessly. I will be reaching out soon with another task that I need doing. Usually, after 2 tasks, it is confirmed that you guys are part of the Cobalt Soul. So, look forward to your next one."
Roger that.
Very well.
Okay.
So that is where we're going to leave it for today.
Cool.
So you guys are making good headway.
I like
How'd
how
everybody
this-
feel?
I just think it's funny. Strength check. I'm good. Charisma. Yikes.
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
Yeah, the dice were like the ones that have one way today and just not the other.
Well, the
You
other
understand
reason
fun.
I really like D&D is because there's never a character who is just good at everything. Every character has something they're really good at, and then other things that they're not really that great at.
I mean, you can make a character that's good at everything, but doesn't mean the dice are going to play along all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Then you got
that's true too.
Then you got the 2-foot doll that's good at intimidation.
Yeah, that played right
Yep.
into
Very,
creepy doll aspect.
fuck yeah, it did.
I won't tell you
Okay.
anything. Holy shit, that's a creepy doll. I'll tell you everything.
Yeah,
Right.
that gave that cultist PTSD. I swear.
Fuck yeah, it did. It
And that
100%
with a nat
did.
20. Oh yeah. He's gonna be checking every nook and cranny for a doll now. He's not gonna be able to
Even
walk
from a
past.
jail cell.
Yeah, he's not gonna be able to walk past the doll shop anymore.
But for those of you who are watching, I do want to say thank you. Sorry for the bit of a shorter session today. Hopefully next time we do this, I'm a little bit better prepared. That is why I started late. I was woefully unprepared for today's session. So
Yep,
I didn't
and
know that.
yep, and I'll have this session up on the YouTubes by Wednesday.
thank you guys so much for joining, and we will catch you guys later.
Thank
Later.
you for running the game,
Works.
and y'all have a good one. Don't have to be good, just be good at it.
Bye-bye.
Wait.
Jungle before the stream.
The puppy says bye.
Oh, nice.
All right, Indeed.